The fear of a financial downfall could hit close to home for a lot of us. Whether it's an unexpected expense, a job loss, or a market crash, we've all been there. These unwelcome situations leave us feeling overwhelmed and uncertain about the future. Luckily, we're not alone. This is something that has haunted individuals and societies throughout history, and maybe we can learn something from them. My name is Varun Duggirala, and welcome to Finance Flashback, brought to you by ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. Over the course of the next few episodes, I'll be telling you about the timelessness of finance by seeking out examples through history and finding out how they can help us plan our finances better in the present. In today's episode, we'll explore the age-old fear of navigating a financial downfall while drawing lessons from pivotal events in history. Maybe we can learn from the people that have weathered these economic storms before, or uncover the common threads that bind us in the face of uncertainty. For our first story, let's visit Emperor Ashoka during the Mauryan Empire. He ruled for approximately 268 to 332 BC. Emperor Ashoka inherited a vast empire but faced economic challenges. His reign began with military conquests, which resulted in huge losses for his treasury, and he needed to find innovative solutions to restore economic stability. His economic reforms involved measures to encourage trade, support local industries, and implement fair taxation policies. He facilitated the construction of roads and established a network of officials responsible for overseeing economic activities across his vast empire. These reforms ultimately revitalized the Mauryan economy and helped the empire regain its financial strength. Ashoka's approach is an example of the importance of economic management, adaptability, and forward thinking in overcoming financial challenges. If we had to draw parallels, Ashoka's approach laid emphasis on the principles of personal responsibility, adaptability, and resilience. Investing in continuous skill development, acquiring new skills, and staying adaptable can help during hard times. Having an emergency fund and building a habit of consistent savings can help weather a financial downturn. Ashoka's ethos also displayed a commitment to moral and ethical conduct. Similarly, making choices aligned with personal values can contribute to both financial stability and a positive societal impact. Our next story is a great example of this. In the early 19th century, India faced economic challenges under British colonial rule, with exploitative policies and draining of resources. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, a prominent social reformer and intellectual, advocated for economic reforms that would eventually bolster India's economic resilience. Raja Ram Mohan Roy promoted modern economic principles, highlighting the need for investments in education and infrastructure. He also advocated for the promotion of homegrown industries, for example, handicrafts, textile, and agricultural processing, to reduce dependence on foreign goods. His advocacy for economic reform laid the groundwork for India's economic resurgence in the latter half of the 19th century and contributed to the intellectual foundation of the Indian independence movement. This historical example highlights the significance of advocating for policies that promote long-term economic stability. His investment in education, infrastructure, and homegrown industries is a personal lesson for us today, as continuous learning and investment in our own skill development is a valuable asset in navigating financial challenges. Building a small business or pursuing freelancing opportunities can provide additional income streams. We can also benefit from rational decision-making during hard times. This includes critically evaluating our financial choices, avoiding impulsive decisions, and seeking informed advice. For our next story, let's look at a unique agricultural revamp that would take care of the food shortage of thousands in India. It was called the Green Revolution. During the 1960s and 1970s, India was grappling with food shortages and agricultural challenges. During this time, the Green Revolution was a series of agricultural innovations and reforms aimed at increasing agricultural productivity and food security. It was spearheaded by M.S. Swaminathan. The Green Revolution introduced high-yielding varieties of crops, improved irrigation methods, and promoted the use of fertilizers and pesticides. These technological advancements led to a significant increase in agricultural production, helping India achieve self-sufficiency in food production. This event demonstrates the power of innovation, technology, and strategic investment in revitalizing a struggling economy. The Green Revolution not only addressed immediate food security concerns, but also laid the foundation for sustained agricultural growth in India. This is a lesson on embracing innovation and modernization in times of financial crisis. It's important to keep our options open and learn about the tools available to us to help us out of a tough situation. The Green Revolution encouraged diversifying crops for better risk management. Similarly, we can apply the principle by diversifying our investments and income sources. The Green Revolution had a long-term vision for transforming agriculture. This applies even today. Dealing with financial challenges often requires a long-term perspective. Patiently investing for the future, planning for retirement, and making decisions with a long-term impact are crucial. It's also important to be able to find community, assistance, and someone to provide sound advice when we're in trouble. It was one of the key solutions to the Asian financial crisis of 1997-1998. This was a severe economic downfall that affected several Asian countries, including Thailand, Indonesia, South Korea, Malaysia, and the Philippines. It was triggered by a combination of factors like decrease in currency values and high levels of foreign debt. Governments took steps to stabilize their economies by making their currency values steady and improving the functioning of their financial systems through reforms. But they also sought international assistance to stabilize their economies. The crisis emphasized the importance of sound financial regulation, transparency, and international cooperation in overcoming severe economic challenges. So, if you find yourself in a tough spot, don't hesitate to ask for help. Governments do it, and so should you. These historical events offer us a roadmap for overcoming financial adversity that we can learn from. But it's up to us to be strong in the face of adversity and be steadfast in our goal to recover or have the ability to adapt to the situation. Just as it occurs for countries and industries, even on an individual level, an unseen economic downturn can occur without warning. I hope today's examples provide a reasonable understanding on why it's totally fine to spend on your needs and wants, but also save up a little for a rainy day. This can be done with the help of an emergency fund. Keeping aside 3 to 6 months of expenses for unforeseen circumstances can help you face tough situations. And with some smart decisions and maneuvering, you can be ready to face them. That's it for today's episode of Finance Flashback with ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. We hope you're better equipped and less afraid to face a financial hiccup next time around. This is Varun Duggirala signing off. Till next time. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.